How's it going today, guys? My name is JSP, and today I will be reacting to this interview on the Rich Eisen show with Justin Fields. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just going to be giving my quick thoughts on it. I just wanted to share my thoughts on it, so let's go.
Stop by. Hanging out with the quarterback of the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, courtessy of C4.
He's all class, man. That's all I've heard about this.
So, all right, sir. How would you rate this year for you?
Yeah, of course there was a lot of ups and downs, but I think just with the culture of our team and kind of the foundation that we built this year and the attitude that we want to have in going into every day in the office and playing every game, we play for each other, and no matter what our record is, no matter what the scoreboard is, we can be getting blown out in the fourth quarter. I know that the guys that I'm playing with are going to go out and give their all for me.
Yes.
And that's just the mentality we have. So I think just starting off with that culture, I think we'll continue to grow, continue to get better, and next year we'll definitely have better records.
I know this is not what you want to be known as, but the Bears may just be the best team I've ever seen wind up first overall in the club.
Yeah.
I did not look at you guys throughout the year and think this is the so-called worst team in football.
Yeah, I
did not think that.
Not for sure. There were a lot of games. I think it was like
he's not wrong.
They were
right.
Within one possession. So a lot of games where we could have where we just came up a little short to where
Yes.
if one possession gets changed or we score in the last drive, the whole script flips. So
Yeah, the whole second half of the season, we literally could not win a game.
Those late game situations, and
After that Patriots game, we didn't win another game after that.
This year?
I think so. I think with the experience, I think with just the reps, you just learn to be calm in a chaotic environment.
Yes.
When the big D linemen are trying to sack you and stuff like that. I mean, you just have to be calm as a quarterback and stuff like that. So of course, I still have room to improve, but I'm definitely seeing improvement for myself this year.
What worked for you this year then? What would you say, Justin?
I would say as an offense, I think moving the pocket worked for us a little bit, and then of course when a play wasn't there, just trying to make a play. So there's areas in my game where I need to grow, but I think
Like what? Give me one.
I would say in the short game, in the short passing game, just some of the gimme throws, the run alerts, the bows and stuff like that. I feel like
he had a lot of screen passes, that he just threw, and he looked off. He wasn't on target. And those are easy throws. I don't know what his problem was. He had that throw to, I think it was Ryan Griffin in the end zone, and he overthrew him by like a few inches, and he was wide open in the end zone, and he just overthrew him. I'm pretty sure that was the Washington game. You can't do that. He needs to work on it. He knows he needs to work on it, so I'm proud of him for even saying that. So let's continue.
And just literally miss easy
Is that
throws.
a footwork thing?
I think it's definitely a mechanic thing. So yeah, I mean just fixing those mechanics, and now's the time where I can really get back into it and kind of focus on that. So when the season does roll around, So when the season does roll around, clicking on all cylinders. So
well, what about the idea, Justin Fields here on the Rich Eisen show, narrative, let me go for narratives here, that you get beat up too much, that the way that you play, that you got hurt, obviously you didn't finish the season at the position, totally makes sense, but
I mean, my mentality when I tuck the ball down and run is to, first of all, protect myself, because I know if I'm not out there on the field, then I can't, of course, perform for my team. So that's my first, thing I'm thinking of is, don't take a big hit.
Yeah, he tries to protect himself, and then all the other teams are trying to fucking kill him.
Week 16.
Yes.
On a
ridiculous.
So
go figure, right?
So
because I'll be honest, I'm watching you play Justin Fields, and my first thought that I think is your first thought when you're carrying it is you're going to score.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm thinking, and it doesn't matter if you're running it from your own 15.
Yeah.
You're thinking there's 85 more yards I can get here on this carry right now.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you just have to be smart in certain situations, knowing where you are in the game. It could be 1st and 10.
He just wants to score no matter where he is on the field.
Big hit that early in the game for potential 2 or 3 extra yards, but there are times where you get later in the game and your team might need an extra bit of yards, or it's third, fourth and goal, and you're trying to score a touchdown, or it's third down, and you're trying to get the first down, to where you might need to put your pads down for a second and take a hit and get up and play the next play. So.
Justin Fields here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who's your inner circle?
Does he need to say that every time he stops talking?
Or you get something off your chest? Who is that?
I would definitely say my dad, for sure.
Your dad?
Yeah.
What are you willing to share about your conversations with your father?
My dad knows everything about me, from football to personal life to everything, and he's kind of been that guy that I've talked to, that I've looked up to my whole life. So I'm really blessed to have a supporter like him. And whenever something's heavy in my heart, or whenever I'm might be thinking about something too much, I always call him and kind of get his opinion on it, and he usually just tells me to pray about it and kind of gives his 2 cents. So I would definitely say him.
Anybody who's played the position professionally that you
No, not really. I feel like I don't have like a great relationship to where I can just go talk to anybody about that, but I'm looking forward to building that. Our head coach, Coach Flus, just met Steve Young, so I'm looking forward to getting together with him and talking to him a little bit about the quarterback.
That'd be kind of cool.
About playing quarterback. So,
all right, give me what would you want to pick Steve Young's brain about?
Just everything, just the ups and downs, how he played the position, and what his mindset was going into each week, going into each and every game.
But it's a different time. I mean,
so that's the kind of stuff I like to know.
Justin Fields plays in different ways.
The conversation about the Bears being first overall on the clock.
Yeah.
Are you ready for people to start questioning whether you're the quarterback of the Chicago Bears next year?
I am. I think they've already been saying that. So.
God damn, Bears fans are so stupid.
No matter what happens, with me, I can control what I can control, and that's how I approach the game. That's how I train for the game, and how I carry myself within the game. So it's just those 3 aspects to where I kind of just have to look myself in the mirror and kind of say what can I control, and if it is what it is, and just move on, and be the best quarterback I can be. And now's the time where I've been trying to grow personally, spiritually as a quarterback. So I mean, I've grown a lot these past few weeks in the offseason.
Well, I want to front load the rest of this conversation with you knowing, and I'm there is an I in my first and last name, and I am an on-air individual, so I have an ego, but I don't suspect you will know what I've said about this subject matter beforehand. I think the Bears would be absolutely insane to trade you and choose somebody who's not done it yet, even though it's somebody who I'm sure you know well in Stroud. I don't, they'd be nuts to do that. But there's the whole due diligence thing that the Bears are going to have to do with the first overall pick, or say that just in case somebody thinks that they might go in the direction of a rookie quarterback, so they could get the most out of trading that pick and keep you. Have they spoken to you about their draft strategy at all yet?
No, not really. After the season, we had our exit meetings and talked a little bit about that. Talked about what they could have done what we could have done in the building to improve, just the facility and stuff like that, and what I need to work on in the offseason. So it was a good exit meeting, and just looking forward to, of course, getting together with my guys this offseason, getting better with them, and looking forward to training camp too.
But obviously, that's just a day after learning that they have the first overall selection.
I mean,
and they're going to start digging into this thing. Do you want them to tell you if they're bringing in a kid to work out, or you want to be kept up to speed on
He
this?
should know.
For sure. I think,
he should know.
Would love honesty in the process.
Ryan Poles needs to be honest. If he's really serious about getting a fucking quarterback, which he shouldn't be, he should be not serious about it, but just kind of like, hey, we're taking a quarterback. Give us some more picks if we trade back. If Ryan Poles is, even if he's not, he should let his quarterback, his franchise quarterback, know what he's doing. If he's taking a wide receiver, running back, defense, whatever. He should let Justin Fields know, because he's probably going to be here for the long run.
It's a business, so I totally understand. No hard feelings, but like I said, I control what I can control, and control my work ethic, control how I carry myself each and every day.
But don't you think you've already proven your worth as the quarterback of the Bears? You just rolled your eyes a little bit, but I figured I'm going to ask a question I know the answer to, but I want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
yes, he has.
But I don't think I've shown the world what I can do in terms of, playing the full quarterback position and playing it consistently, I think there were, some times this year where, I was better than others, late. Like my last game of the season against the Lions, that wasn't a good game. So just being more consistent
not really.
For my teammates, for my coaches.
But the Lions are a better team than they used to be.
Once I do that, once I just keep progressing and keep getting better, then I'll be good.
But they have, just to put a button on this part of the conversation, you have not heard from anyone in the Bears. This is our plan. We will keep you up to speed.
Luke Getsy, as much as I didn't like his end of the year play calling, he kind of has came to Justin Fields' defense. He kind of has. He's been saying, Justin Fields is the quarterback that I want. Justin Fields is magnificent. He's an awesome quarterback. I cannot wait to work with him in the years to come. That's what he said. He didn't say that they're not going to trade him, but that's what he said. Like, I can't wait to see the quarterback that he is for the years to come. Why would he say that if he's not our quarterback?
We have kids at the quarterback position to come in and work out, because I think they're going to have to do that, to be honest with you, to make sure that people think they could potentially replace you to get as much as they want for the first overall pick, or just get a defender to go to battle on the other side of the ball for you.
Yeah, I mean, not for sure. I haven't had those conversations. Okay. I think they take a look at, free agency first, and I think, now they're probably starting to prep for the draft stuff. So, but haven't had, conversations like that.
All right, Justin Fields here on the Rich Eisen Show. You want to make a prediction on Super Bowl 57?
I don't know what the score's going to be, but if I was a betting man, I have to, choose the Eagles. I think their depth on the D-line is crazy. I think, they have great DBs, great linebackers, and I think they're loaded on offense, from the offensive line to, Jalen, to the weapons outside to their running game. So I think the Eagles are going to pull.
I'm going Eagles too.
Really? Yeah.
Do you realize that this is everybody's taking the Eagles all of a sudden?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Dion and Stephen A. and Jamar Chase. I think I think the only one is Trey Lance. Your one of your draft classmates.
Trey took the Chiefs.
Took the Chiefs because he said that it wasn't a real game in the NFC Championship game.
That's true. That is true.
A little bit salty over the.
That's what he said.
Over the.
And we got Debo coming up next.
The outcome of it, but me having a neutral head, and me not having choosing a side, I'm choosing the Eagles.
Have you ever connected with Mahomes in your time?
No, we actually played him in the preseason, and so got to talk to him before the game, but I haven't really got to conversate with him much.
All right. So. What do you think about this trophy? What it would mean to you to lift it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
One day?
I definitely hope I get to lift one day. I mean, it's beautiful. It's really what you dream for. You know, it's your number one goal. It's the reason we play this game. So. It's awesome. I definitely, hope to be holding one of these up.
Excellent. Sure. And again, C4 energy drink. You drink this after each practice?
Before, yeah. So it's an energy drink.
All right. So the rest of the interview is not as much. So it's pretty much just whatever. But it was a good interview. I mean, it didn't really tell us more than we already know. I mean, Justin Fields is kind of like us. He doesn't even know what's going to happen to him. All right, and I think that's a little bit of bullshit, okay? You need to communicate with your teammates, with your players, Ryan Poles. You need to do it. Apparently, you weren't doing it with Roquan Smith, all right? You need to communicate. He's supposedly your franchise quarterback. If he's going to take a quarterback, you need to tell him. If you are going to take a quarterback, you need to tell him soon, okay? So he's ready to move on. It's absolutely ridiculous that you would even consider it. You would have to be insane and ready to be fired. But if you're going to do it, you better tell him soon. You better tell the fans soon. So I can start burning my jerseys and no longer be a Bears fan and take down all my Bears decorations and find a new team. Because I'm going to do that. If you trade away Justin Fields and you don't work on the rest of the team because the Bears QB situation is the only situation I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about it. If he's bad next year, then I'll worry about it next year. I'm worried about the defense. I'm worried about our wide receivers. I'm worried about our offensive line. The one position on our offense that I'm not worried about is quarterback and maybe tight end. Cole Kmet, I think he turned a corner last year. I think he's going to be great. QB is one of the only positions on the Bears I am not worried about. I don't want to address this offseason. Ryan Poles, you're smarter than this. Football is a team game. It's not a one-position game. You trade away Justin Fields, you draft a quarterback in Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, you're pretty much going to put those young quarterbacks in the same exact position that Justin Fields was in this past year. It makes no sense. You want to be on top of the NFC North like you've been bragging about? We're going to be on top of the NFC North and we're never going to bring it back. You want to be on top of the NFC North? Do not trade away Justin Fields. It makes no sense. And then draft a small 180 guy like Bryce Young who's going to snap his fucking arm on the first snap of the NFL. No, thank you. All right? That was the interview with Rich Eisen. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.